My name is Shaunte Wright. I'm the co-founder of the Akron Youth Alliance. Racism was declared a public health crisis in 2021. However, nobody took the time to talk to our youth to see how racism affects them. So over the summer, we hosted 4 forums. The first one being about racism in our neighborhoods, then racism in our schools, then racism in our workplace, and last, racism in our government. We gathered the youth of the city of Akron, and from the data that they gave us about how racism affects their lives, we developed a strategic plan. That strategic plan on October 6th was given over to the city of Akron. And we are excited to present it to the mayor in the next couple weeks. The very first key lesson from the forums is that we need to produce an environment where our youth feels comfortable to use their voices and tell us how their experiences are affecting their lives. The second thing that is a takeaway is that we need to recognize the significance of the social emotional aspect of every student. If we can impact their home life, we can enhance their educational experience. The kids have their ideas of what they want to share with us. We had our ideas of what we wanted to hear from them. We always came with an agenda and different questions that we would have for them, and then left it open for them to tell their experiences. But often what we would find is that it would lead into conversations that we didn't know it was going to go, because they finally had a place where they could talk to us openly, and adults were eager to listen to them and want to help. And they looked at us as a resource. And so just having that flexibility to say, hey, listen, this is what we want to do and what we want, information and data we want to get from you, but being open to saying, hey, all right, you want to share this thing with us. It's still valuable information for us. It's just not the direction that we thought we were going to go. And we kept that flexibility. The first forum, we were a little less go with the flow. And then forum 2, 3, and 4, we learned from that first forum. Hey, we cannot just go by this agenda. The agenda is more of a guideline, but once we get in there, these conversations can go anywhere in the next 2 hours, and we need to be open to that. And I believe our 4th forum was the very best forum that we had. We were able to have genuine, open conversation with our students and know exactly how they felt about it. And they did not hold back at all. We appreciated that. And because of their feedback, we were able to give just a better strategic plan, because we knew exactly how they felt about racism in these different areas in their lives. One of the things that we need to do is include our youth in these conversations. It's something that is missing. A lot of times our adults, we feel like we have all of the answers, and that we should make a plan and make goals for our students. What we really need to be doing is make plans and goals with our students. And so having our students be a part of these conversations and having the genuine buy-in, because that's the only way you get genuine buy-in, is when they get to hear their voices in the plan. When they get to hear their voices in the actions and get to be a part of that. And so I think in order to affect education, we need to start talking to our students, not just about our education, but what they want to see, what they want to get, what their goals are, and incorporate that into the overall plan. I didn't realize how many organizations were in the Summit County area that were, I knew there were many that were doing youth programming, but just how many there are, I thought I knew them all already. But through the Action Accelerator, we were able to be introduced to Tom Todd and other organizations that are here in Summit County, and start to develop a relationship with them and see, like, this is an area that you're good at, here's an area that we're good at, this is where you may be lacking, and for them to give us feedback like, oh, hey, listen, we didn't even look at this scenario this way, so let's get together. And we've been able to have meetings outside of the Action Accelerator together to say what we're going to do in the future, or how we can help each other in the future reach our common goals. And then the advice that I would give is to be active. You're only going to get as much out of it as you put in. So if you're not participating in the group chats, if you're not participating in the accelerator and you were only in it to get the money that comes with it, you're not going to get a whole lot. You're not going to develop these relationships with other organizations that each organization needs in order to survive. No organization can stand on its own. We all need the other organizations around us to partner with us and to help us grow, and for us to help them grow. There's so many guest speakers that come in, and hearing from all over the country, these different guest speakers and what they're doing in Utah or in Washington, like, that's amazing for me. And I would not change anything about the way that they have these speakers come in and give us the opportunity to learn from them.